I just finished watching Chris's interview, and there are things that I found really interesting, and he talks about it all, from his connections with Huda and Shelly, the heart rate challenge, and of course, the breakup. Just like everybody else, it seems, he also got a DM asking him to be on the show he had never watched before, so he went back and fully watched season 5 and 6, and hot take, he prefers season 5. As you know, he was one of the Casa boys, but before getting on the show, he was in a hotel room and he said he saw little scenes on an iPad before coming on, and he actually didn't realize that Ace and Shelly had a strong connection until she told him in Casa Amor. But he said he wasn't really concerned about that because he was going to move how he usually does in real life, and if she was into him, then she was into him. But after he got into the villa, he said that's when he realized how much Ace really liked Shelly, and it gave him a clear head. And he said, speaking from a black man's standpoint, seeing a black man be that vulnerable with somebody, especially a woman, and like her letting him, that's huge. It's very clear from his moves on the show and this interview that he really was focused on Shelly until he saw Ace with her. And he said, I have somebody else, Huda, who does want me, so I'm going to explore that. He didn't switch up, he just put his eggs in a different basket because that person wanted him more. That's what was confusing for him at the Standing on Business challenge, because it was like, you guys want me to fight for Shelly and steal her away from Ace, but that's not what I'm about, and I have someone that I'm really attracted to that I'd like to get to know. And he said, I'm just not big on competition, especially after seeing how they are together. In terms of Alandria calling him and Huda out on the challenge, he said it felt disrespectful at the time, but also he knows that she was trying to be there for Shelly, and he would probably do the same for his boy. In terms of the plan that Huda was bringing him back for both her and Shelly, he said Huda had told him this plan on their second conversation, and at first he thought it was weird because he didn't want it to be the narrative that he's doing anything he can just to stay in the villa. During their conversations, Huda made it clear like she's okay with him exploring, she was also exploring, and he let her know that Shelly was his top priority and that he really wanted to explore her. And he said Huda was not only understanding, but she also pushed him to do that. In terms of getting to know Huda after everything he had seen with her and Jeremiah, he said he realized there was a difference when she was trying to get to know JD. He had heard Huda telling JD she was planning on moving differently, and he thought she was really cool. He said they were both in a toxic situation, they were not compatible, and I just saw a different side to her that I really liked. And he said the side that we saw of her and Jeremiah, he doesn't believe that's the true side of her. It was just the situation that she was in that brought that side out of her. And they were in Casa, they were getting to know each other as friends. She was really funny, but when they got to the villa, that's when he saw a different side to her because she was talking about being a single mom, and as we all know, he understands that very well because of his mom. In terms of the Stand on Business challenge, he said he didn't like the fact that everybody was ganging up on her, and he feels like it made them closer because he doesn't think she did anything wrong in his opinion. On whether or not he thought that the cast viewed her as an outsider, he said not really, and in fact they liked